This conference will now be recorded.
Session. In the last session, we discussed about how to perform inserting the record, like posting the record we discussed. Okay, so in today's session, I'm going to show you all remaining operations like CRUD operations. So posting, deleting, updating. Okay, so reading all these operations we need to discuss one by one, step by step. For this, I'm trying to show you an application that is here. Let's try to create an application. And before that, I'm going to open the documentation. So because the code is same, sir, there is no change of the code. That's what I'm showing here with my documentation. I'm showing today how to perform CRUD operations using function-based view and also class-based view. So this is we need to discuss. Yes. So using create inserting the data is over. Now today I'm going to start with the CRUD API, means create, read, update, delete API using function based view, and also class based view also you have to discuss. So there are two methods are there here. Dumps method, it is used to convert Python object into JSON string. The loads method, it is used to parse the JSON string. First, step by step we can see this. So logic is same, that's what I'm just going through this documentation instead of writing code. If I write code, then it will take a lot of time to try to understand. So in the last lecture, what we have seen the logic here, let's tab 3, the view section, mainly view section logic you have to observe. So the same logic I'm going to use in the every method. Post method, this is next put method, patch method, all these things will come here. So that's what I'm not doing any changes more. Okay, yes. Let's try to create a new application here, and models also you can try to create. So I'm trying to create a new application and go to this terminal window and create new application. New application purpose python space manage.py start app rest app 4 I'm taking. Python space manage.py start app rest app 4. Rest app 4 is created, and rest app 4 once we created, then we need to go for here project location settings.py rest app 4 we have to use. Rest app 4 was this. Once rest app 4 is created, and rest app 4 we have to go to models, and model also clearly there, you know how to prepare the model. So I'm trying to create an employee model I'm using, but here email field I'm taking instead of care field. Now observe here, so email field is there, employee model is there. After model creation, immediately we need to make migrations, and also we have to go for migrate. Once migration is over, now coming to this, go to database, and here tables are there mainly. Right click and refresh. So what tables are there? REST app 4 employee is there. Currently this table only I'm using. So this is what empty table, but later I want to insert the data into this table clearly. Let me show you that how to insert the data into table and reading and updating all these things. But next step is serializers.py is there. So admin.py file I'm ignoring clearly. Now next what I'm trying to do, create serializer.py. See, I have already used serializer.py file, but look at this. In the previous lecture we used this serializer.py file already. Serializer.py file, it is normal serializer. And let me copy this serializer.py and paste into your application. Now you can see here REST app 3 serializer.py I'm copying and pasting into REST app 4 here, REST app 4. So serializer.py also copy and paste it. Here REST app 4 dot models and the man employee here, employee model. Now I'm trying to create here employee serializer, employee serializer. Now you can see creating record purpose we use this method compulsory employee dot objects dot create, and updating also we are doing. That's what update purpose also we need to write this code, sir. There is update purpose, we have to write this code. Let me write this code. It is not a new code, it's a very simple code. Look at this update. And this update is create is compulsory required, especially whenever you are trying to insert the data, whenever you are trying to update the data. But deleting the data purpose, reading the data purpose, there is no need to use any methods. So create method for creating a new instance, update method for modifying the instance. Look at this. This is the built-in method. The moment when we write update method, it will come and IntelliSense it will show that instance dot name equals to validate data get name instance dot name, same address, mail, age we are getting, and that instance I'm going to save back to the database and return instance only. This is required because of we are using what, normal serializer. In case if we use in upcoming session, I'll tell you model serializer also I'll include. If include this model model serializer, no need to use any create update methods and no need to use these many fields. Only model name is required. Validations automatically will come. Create update methods no need to include, it will create automatically. So this is the advantage of model serializer. Okay, so in next session we'll see this without created update, without this multiple fields again including here normal serializer, how to work with that we'll discuss in the next session. Okay, no problem. Next, after serializer class is over, then view section is important. So in view section, same code, sir. IO module, JSON parser. JSON parser will do what actually here? So converting JSON data into Python type. So employee serializer class is there. Employee model is there. JSON render is converting Python type to JSON type. So the HTTP response and decorators import CSRF exemption. So this is common. And also you can see this EMP data is my view. I am working with CRUD operations using function based view. That's what here you can see request.method equal to get, same code again. I'll explain this, don't worry. Let me copy and paste it here. Previous session what code I have written, same logic, but small changes are there, methods changes are there. Now I'm doing all CRUD operations at once in this. Let's go to REST app 4 views and paste it here. Now you can see here we need to go for REST app 4 dot serializer. REST app 4 dot serializer employee serializer. He is missing. Here REST app 4 model, REST app 4 models employee model. Wherever it is there, here serializer I is missing. Code is same, sir. That's what I'm just copying and pasting. There is no need to rewrite again. Now, previous example, in the REST tab 3, we use only one code. That is what? Post code. But now in this example, we are using multiple code. Look at this. If request dot method equal to get. So get request means I'm going to collect the data from request body, and that JSON data convert into stream object by using io.bytes io, and stream object is parsed into Python type, that is JSON data into Python type, and we are creating one ID, because generally if you want to get single record based on ID, we can use this one, pydata.get ID comma none. If ID is not none, means ID is there, that employee ID I want to get and display into query set object. This query set object I am passing into serializer object. Serializer object is serializer data. After converting JSON format, it will display the serializer data. We are getting response JSON data only. This is only one ID record. If you want to display multiple records, all employees, so this is employee.objects.all serializer equals to employee serializer emp many equal to true, means multiple records are coming. And similarly, serializer data only we are sending into JSON format. That JSON format I'm giving response. And if it is request.method equal to post, in the last lecture we use this one only, creating purpose. This is creating purpose. And if request.method equal to put means update purpose. So I'm using fully updated. Partial update purpose, you can use this statement, serializer equal to employee serializer emp comma data equal to py data, partial equal to true, you can say that. Next, request dot method equal delete. So we need to delete the employee particular ID. Emp dot delete is the result is deleted from database. So this is all CRUD API view, but don't look at this code here, because each and every method is having lot of code. I said already. So first we need to focus on what we can say manual code. This is in detail what's going to happen internally. You have to understand it. Then after that, slowly this code is going to be reduced line by line. Like right now here, for example, today 15 lines code is there, and might be in the next sessions when we introduced built-in API classes in REST API. So code will be automatically reduced. But this code is very important because how the process is going to be takes place. Okay. So code will be reduced slowly because of we are introducing API classes, predefined API classes like um, 15 lines to 13, 13 to 11, 11 to 9, 9 lines to 7 lines. Like finally 2 lines code we will write. That is we can focus. But these are all just for understanding purpose what's going to happen, how the things are going to happen. But do you want to test this API? Then what is required, sir? Test.py is required. But in previous lecture, test.py, you can see REST tab 3, we have used only JSON request, and we are using this one only, data equals to, this is our data, and we are using dumps method to convert this Python dictionary to JSON type, and directly we are using. But today we are testing multiple operations, no, like inserting, deleting, updating, okay, getting the data, reading the data. So that's what testing this API using functions we are doing. Functions means which function you want call, that you can call it, and you can test that API clearly. So that's the reason in test.py also I have clearly mentioned. But before that, we can set the emp URL. So let's set the URL. To set the URLs, rest tab 3.urls, clearly urls.py is there. Copy this and paste into rest tab 4 URLs. So same code, no need to repeat it again. So rest tab 4 import views, and I'm trying to take emp, and here I'm trying to take emp data is my view name, function based view. This URL we should inform to project level URLs. I'm informing that project level URLs. REST tab 3 is there. Previous one, let's give REST tab 3 slash, and now REST tab 4 path, and include REST app 4 dot URLs, like this. REST app 4 dot URLs. REST app 4 dot URLs. Okay, fine. So this is project level URLs. Application level URLs is there. This URL is very important. The name only we are using. This name only I'm using in the API link. So finally, in REST app for test.py, we have to test this API whether it is working or not. So for testing the API, this code is required. So same code, just I'm including into methods. Just observe here. I'm including into method. Every operation separately I'm including into method only. Okay. I'm not going to delete. So comment it. I'm not going to update. I'm going to post the record. So uncomment. First, there is no records right now. And getting the record. Now you can see import request, import JSON. Your URL name API link is this one only. HTTP 127.0.0.1 is the IP address. Uh, this is what actually port number, and EMP is my URL name. This API link it is. The moment when we call this link, it will this is right now Python application. No, test.py is a Python application. This Python application is communicating with the Django application using via this API link only. So get record ID equals to none, data equals to dictionary. So if ID is not none, that data I want to bring with ID. So data this will be converted into JSON format. I'm sending that ID into JSON format by using this URL. And in the return response, we will get this data equal to r.json printed data. So now finally, if you want to get one record, you can get one record. If you want to get all record, you can get all record. But right now I'm not getting records because there is no records are saved into this table. So do I saved any records? No. First, my requirement is what I need to insert the data. So that's what I'm explaining post. Same thing, posting how we done in the last lecture. We are doing posting record only. But only the thing is in the last lecture and this lecture. Last lecture we discuss only one operation, that is posting. That's what directly I have included in that post option in the into this test.py. But today we are having many test cases, like that's what I'm dividing separate function. Which function you want to call, you can call it, and remaining you can don't call it, uncomment that is. So update purpose, I'm not doing update comment, uncomment it is, comment it is. I'm not doing delete also comment. I'm not going to get the record, it is comment. Function I'm giving comment, so it's not calling. So we are calling first only what post record. Do you want to test this API whether it is posting the record into this table or not? We just simply check the API. So how to check the API? First of all, we need to run the server here. Okay, yes, ns.py run server. After running the server, you can open new window by using plus symbol, and you can move to your application, current application, REST app 4. REST app 4, and here we can test the API, python space test.py. So you can see data inserted into database message is coming in the return response. This is also JSON format, data inserted into database. And you can check in the table here, data is inserted or not. Yes, ID number 1, name is Kiran, address is Vizag, kiran@gmail.com, age is 28. It is inserted into database. Next, what I'm trying to take here, uh, this is, just observe here. I want to insert one more record. That's what I am doing now. Now you can see if there is any problem here, then you will get error also. Now you can see here, if I give lengthy mail like this, there is a problem again. Okay, so problem is there. So it will not insert because mail ID is not in maximum 20 characters reaching. So it is reaching maximum 20 characters. Now you can see mail. Ensure this field has more than 20, has not more than 20 characters. How we got this error? Because of here in the view section, we clearly mentioned in the posting the process, if any problem occurred, then JSON data equal to JSON render serializer dot errors only. These errors are going to display here. It's not coming. So because in this table we don't have any data insertion, only this is available. So the reason is why we are passing incorrect data. So that's not, it's not coming here. Okay. So let's going to be here, and I'm trying to retest this API. So now this time again it is inserting like this. Okay. So let's go for restart the data now. So server has started or not, you can check. Server is not started. You can start the server if not, and then only you can able to test your API. And now you can test your API Python test.py data inserted into database. So totally two records I have inserted. Okay. So do you want to read this data by using this test.py? Yes, I want to read this data, sir. To read this data, what we can use post record, I'm commenting. Now I'm trying to uncomment get record. So ID number one I'm passing here, getting the record. Only that ID number one only we are going to get the record. Let's see this. Test.py ID number one only getting the record. Name Kiran, address Vizag, mail is this one, age is 28. In the database also you can check. Name is Kiran. Sir, I don't want to get only one record. I want to get all records. So you can call this get record without passing any parameter. So you will get all records clearly. All records means two records are there. Multiple records, if it is there in the JSON format, it will be enclosed in the square bracket as well as curly brackets. So now you can see square bracket is there and curly brackets are there. So this is multiple records are enclosed. Two records are there here. And this is getting the record. Suppose in case if you want to update the record, means one of the data need to be modified, sir. So then update record you can comment. Right now, ID number one name is Kiran, address is Vizag, kiran@gmail.com 28. But these details I want to update, sir. To update this ID number one I'm passing, Ramesh, and I'm trying to give this address is SR Nagar, ramesh@gmail.com age. So this is updated based on its ID number. So in the updation method, you can see put method I'm using. This method is also very, very important. This method can be matched with the view section methods. Put method is there. Here what method? Post method is there. Here what method? Uh, get method is there. So get, put, post like this. Update method. So update record purpose, we use this put method. Okay. So now coming to this, I'm trying to update the ID number one. So data updated into database, whether it is updated or not, you can check where in the database table. So refresh this data is updated. ID number one record updated Ramesh SR Nagar ramesh@gmail.com 45 age. Now next what I'm trying to do, finally I want to show you delete operations are here. So delete operations. What kind of delete operations are there? We'll see this. So delete operation means this is test.py, and I'm trying to comment this and delete data here. So delete underscore data, data equals to ID number two. I'm deleting second ID. See, don't worry, this is hard code values we are passing. You can also pass during at the runtime also, but runtime values how to pass and how to delete also in the next examples, API view examples I'll discuss clearly. There it will be easy to show that. So delete data is there. This delete data test we are doing. So whether it is deleted or not, you can check. Data deleted from database model and employee, best employee ID number two is deleted. So this is about total CRUD API using function based view. Yes, we should also do same CRUD API view using class based view. So class based view through API is testing is very simple. But today what I discuss here view section, I have used only function, only one function, that is this is emp data. But in this function we use what? Request.method equal to get, and request.method equal to post, request.method equal to put, request.method equal to delete. But code is same, sir. What we discussed in the last lecture you can observe here. Okay, so only this conditions are changing. And in the test.py, in the last lecture we did only one testing, that is inserting, but today we are doing multiple testing like inserting all these operators. So ultimately you are executing test.py. That means you are executing what? Python.py file. Python program you are executing. So here Python application is communicating with the Django application via by using this API link. Got my point? Python application, it is communicating with the Django application by using this API link, by using this URL. And this is what API can do actually here. So that is API can do what? Communication between two or more application, I said clearly here. So this is in today lecture what we wanted to discuss, how to perform CRUD operations using function based view. Function based view. And tomorrow we'll discuss class based view. And today, tomorrow will take less time in online, but after tomorrow again there is no sessions. Even Thursday, Friday, Thursday is there. Tomorrow, tomorrow is there session, and I'll not be available. Wait a minute. Today Wednesday. Tomorrow is there. Yeah. After tomorrow again Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'm not available. So the next session will be on Monday. So Monday onwards we'll take session time is 6:30 to 7:30. So there we'll finish within couple of 10 days REST API. After that immediately Flask sessions are going to be same. Offline sessions are tomorrow is there, but offline sessions also we don't have classes like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, offline class is also same, but tomorrow is there offline class and online class also there tomorrow. So we'll finish this class based API view, how to work with this class based API view. Then we'll see after 3 days. And once I come back again May 22nd, Monday onwards, so we'll take the session 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. So mostly in the next couple of 10 days or 15, 12 days, I'll finish this REST API sessions and immediately I'll start Flask sessions. So that we'll go with that. You can use this link continuously for next 14 days, 2 weeks more. Okay, link will not be changed. Same link only.